Recorded Books presents Presence, the strange science and true stories of the unseen other, by Ben Alderson-Day, narrated by Jacob Foan. A young man steps through a gate. He feels a shiver pass down his spine. The hairs on his skin stand up, all the way from his hand, past his shoulder, to under his chin. He dare not look back. A woman wakes from a dream and peers toward the bedroom curtain. A door creaks somewhere in the house. She feels it. There is something in the corner. It is waiting for her, watching. In a small terraced house, an old man waits for the kettle, 2 cups in front of him. The visitor is here again. He doesn't know why or what for. He can't remember how he takes his tea, or how long he will be here. Preface. What is there? Most of us are used to the idea of having 5 senses, 5 ways of encountering the world around us, 5 ways of perceiving, learning, and discovering. Some people's senses may change gradually over time, and for others, they might change overnight. Some may be born without hearing or vision, while others may experience their senses in unusual combinations. For a person with synesthesia, words might have colors, or sounds might have smells. But for most of us, most of the time, the 5 senses define our world. Our perception of the world has a close ally in imagination. Some people can imagine pictures and sounds so vivid that it feels as if they are really happening. A friend's laugh could ring out just like they were standing in front of you. Mountains might spring from the sands of the mind before scattering away just as quickly in the wind. But the inner land of imagery feels quite different from the world of sensation and perception. Usually we get to choose what we experience in the mind's eye. We are the director, the sculptor, the architect. In contrast, the world is just there, present to us, whatever we might imagine it to be. It has immediacy, concreteness, a reliability even. We feel it and know it immediately. We can hear it, see it, and touch it. And when we look away, it will still be there. The senses rely on stimulation, although the connection between the outside world and what we experience is not always straightforward. When we encounter illusions, something is out there in the world, but our perception is of something else. In the case of hallucinations, we have a sensory experience, but without that original prompt, without there being something out there for us to even misperceive. What happens, though, when we get that feeling without the 5 senses? What happens when we feel that something or someone is present to us, and yet we can't say how? A silent figure, a visitor, an indefinable change in the feeling of a room. Something is there, unmistakably so. And try as we might, if someone asks how we know, we cannot explain it. We just know it. We just feel it. This is a felt presence. A voice without sound, a vision that cannot be seen, just a direct apprehension of something in the space around you. It is often a person, but it might not be. It could be an animal, it could be a spirit, it could be something altogether more unnerving. Its presence is the only thing you can know about it. The concept of presence has fascinated scholars of philosophy, history, anthropology, and religion for hundreds of years, but my own discipline, psychology, has presence in its bones. What we can sense beyond ourselves was a question that occupied some of the very first theorists and scientists seeking to build a science of the mind. Writing in 1904, the American psychologist and philosopher William James described the experience like this. It is as if there were in the human consciousness a sense of reality, a feeling of objective presence, a perception of what we may call something there, more deep and more general than any of the special and particular senses by which the current psychology supposes existent realities to be originally revealed. It often happens that an hallucination is imperfectly developed,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?